Hello and welcome to the 53rd edition of Beer Issues. My name is Matt Bruckert, and today we're going to have a beer for the occasion, is what I like to call it. Today is the Winter Solstice, which I don't know if you know about the Winter Solstice, but I'll tell you a little bit about it. But we're going to be having today the Anderson Valley Winter Solstice. It is a nice winter beer that I'm quite excited about. It's from California, okay? It clocks in at 6.9% alcohol by volume, and it's rated a 3.87 out of 5. So I'm gonna kind of pour this, and boy, I'm getting a lot of foam on this beer, so we're gonna let it sit for a minute. And while we're doing that, we're gonna talk about this beer, okay? So first of all, this beer is gonna have like a toffee, caramel, vanilla, and then some like winter spices in it for a nice winter ale. So I'm really excited to be having this beer, but I want to talk about what the winter solstice is. So the winter solstice is the longest night of the year. So especially if you live up in the way north, the days you get more dark for longer. So you might have, depending on how far north you are, you could have a complete day of darkness. And then in the summertime, you would have just the opposite during the summer solstice, where you'd have those really long days where it's almost sunny all day. But this is the longest winter day. So this is, just a little bit before Christmas. So it's the perfect time to have a nice, chilly day and have some nice winter solstice beer. So I'm going to pour a little bit more of this here. We'll talk a little bit more about it. Now, they also call the winter solstice the Yule, Y-U-L-E. So that's an important thing. And it's a celebration of the goddess of the moon and energy. So lots of different celebrations going on for the solstice, but the thing we're going to celebrate today is this wonderful Anderson Valley Winter Solstice beer. So I'm going to go ahead and smell this. Right off the bat, I got the vanilla. And I do almost smell like a caramel in there. I haven't really got the toffee yet, but I think I'm going to get that when I taste it. So I'm really excited about the beer. So I'm going to go ahead. We got a nice perfect head on there now. We got a reddish brownish color. And I do get some winter spices in there. Oh, what a nice winter drinking beer. Now this beer, like I said, it's rated 3.87 out of 5. I think that's spot on. A very good beer. And it's not the kind of beer you would drink in the summer, because it's, obviously a more winter beer. It's brown, it's a little bit heavier. It's not, super heavy, but it's got a nice winter flavor to it, if you will. Well, that's good. So if you haven't had the Anderson Valley Winter Solstice, I would recommend it. Probably next summer we'll be talking about the summer solstice, because they also, I believe, make that beer. So we'll talk about that. Anderson Valley does make some very tasty beers, so I would recommend checking it out. This is definitely one for the wintertime, so I would definitely give it a very high recommendation. Now, if you've enjoyed this or you've learned something about the winter solstice, make sure you tell your friends, and make sure their friends tell their friends, and so on and so forth, so we can make Beer Issues a great thing. And again, we do have these beautiful t-shirts. Let me know if you want one, and we'll get you in on the next order. And as my wife likes to say, I have beer issues.